Well, hello, and how are you? I'd really like to thank everybody for all the support that I'm getting when I'm going around. I've been to a funeral today. It wasn't a nice event. A friend of mine's wife died. There was a lot of people there. It was great to see them, see her have a good send off. It wasn't the best of situations how she died, but it was there was a lot of people there with support, and that's great to see. And that's good, sort of, by the local people in the local area. That's good. You can go down to London and you think you've got friends and things, but I lived down there a long time, and nothing like being around it. I wonder if I can see Thor here. Let's have a look. Can you see up there in the background? Oh, where are we? There he is on Phil. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit here. Bloody hell, come on, Rog. Get you out to there. She is there in all her splendour. Right, so, Nobby Longs. Everybody keeps shouting at me Nobby Longs, but it's true, everybody does like to go there. And I did get a bad review there that somebody said, what a horrible country. Well, Nobby Long thinks it's a good country, that's all I can say. Yeah, this funeral today really brought things home. And, yeah, bloody hell. When you don't get to say goodbye to somebody and it just happens all of a sudden, to me it makes a huge difference. So what's happening? Well, quite a lot behind the scenes, really. I'm really excited about something that somebody approached me last week, and another lady approached me last week as well. I was at the funeral today, and of course Frank Cassidy was there, who he had to leave because he had other things going. But one thing about Frank, he's always got your back. I met up with my mate Des Johnson today. I went round to see him, and he looks absolutely great. At Christmas, I thought we were going to lose him. I mean, I really did think we were going to lose him. It was bloody frightening. But today, it looked good. So if you're watching Des, you'll look all right, son. Property in Barrow. What did I tell you about how it's going? We've just had the latest rate cut. You can now buy a buy-to-let house with only 5% deposit. They reckon they're going to bring in back these self-cert mortgages and things because the banks have to lend out their money. I'm not going to get my hair cut, and at the moment I'm not going to get my beard trimmed because I quite like it. It's not for... when it gets a bit itchy sometimes, but it doesn't really often get itchy anyway. So if you saw that last short last week, it was in the Robin Hood. Let me tell you what happened. I went out I had some business to do, and I went in to see the boys, all the Walney boys who collect in the Kings at the top of Dalton Road there. And I had one, then I had two. Come on, we'll go out. So we went out and we went down to the Robin Hood after that. And Lanx Sinatra was up singing, of course, which quite takes some of the good lad likes. And I don't really like to mention, okay, I'll say his name, Bizzy, got everybody going. And they were dancing all over the place. It was good. You've probably seen in that shot where the girl, she looks like Kathy Burkett. So I decided to stay out. And then we got talking to these people, and they were from Durham. And they loved it as well, and they got up, and Lanx Sinatra was up there with Bizzy, and we all ended up singing and dancing, and it was a great time was had by all. Honestly, it was really, really good. I mean, I don't really drink like they drink, but I did on Saturday. Bloody hell, and I suffered on Sunday. Yeah, the only thing is I left the car, and your old age pensioner's bus pass doesn't actually kick in until 9:30 in the morning. So I went down there and it cost me £3. So God's country, without a shadow of a doubt, is our area now. They're going to clean up clean up Barrow, but I mean the whole area. I've said before it's recession proof, but you can now get on a bus and you can go around the lakes for £3. Come on, guys, it's £6 for a bloody pint. So don't let these people work you, putting in a low offer or anything. It's a seller's market. It really, ask anybody. I talked to somebody this week who had put in an offer and it had been accepted. A terrace house over £100,000, and it's just gone up £10,000. We've got this 20 million a year that has got to be spent on the area, and let's just bloody hope they spend it on the right things and get the town looking really good. So let me just tell you now what happened. I've been ripped off a couple of times online with this online shopping. Anyway, the banks give me all the money back, but I bought this stuff from Temu. Okay, I spent 60 quid, and including some earbuds to look cool. I don't know how to use them, and everything else, shoes, shorts, and everything, 60 something pounds. You can't be better at that, can you? Yes, I do need to lose a little bit of weight, but hopefully that'll happen shortly. I'm feeling better. I'm breathing better. Everything. I'm feeling. Hey, might go up Thord tomorrow. I might give you a bloody film up there. It's great to go up the Holt and watch the train coming past and over the tops of Ulverston. Isn't it great though? Also, when you're on the train and you're coming in and you look down over everything else. I mean, you're a one-off really. So the weather forecast is everything's good. It's looking good, isn't it? I don't know whether it'll reach the hot summer of 1976 or will ever reach the hot summer of 1976. But it was bloody great, honestly. You know, I keep going on about this this grant that was given to Barrow, and the Evening Mail made a huge thing. Oh, look, we've got this grant, and it's gonna, and somebody's taken. Here he is. He's going to tell you how to spend it. Well, they sent £230,000 of that grant back. Why aren't the Evening Mail making a big thing about that and going to the town? Because they're in each other's pockets. That's how it goes. As I've always said, the Evening Mail, yesterday's news, tomorrow's arse paper. So people are saying, look, Rog, the Silk Purse are barred you out of the best two places in Ulverston, which Mum and Dad started them, which is the Farmers and the Rose and Crown, but there's plenty of other places to be. And if the Silk Purse thinks she's got one over me, well, think again. You know, she threw me out of I'm not going to go over it again, but as far as I'm concerned, Ulverston's still it's a bit expensive, but it's still a great place to come up and visit. And even though I'm not allowed in those places, there's plenty of places to go. They can't make us, don't sell food and all, but it's great out in the beer garden. I was at the funeral today and we were going to sort of meet up here tomorrow, but it looks like we're all going to meet up on Saturday and go to the Old Friends and a good place. Oh, you can see the blues in my eyes again. They come back with the sun. So bingo on a Tuesday in the Big Kings, 3:30. Get there on time because they don't wait for anybody. It's like time and tide, lad. Don't work for no one. My old mate Sean Redette's back, so that's good. And I forgive him. He did tell me why he couldn't tell me where he'd gone, and I do forgive him. But it's his round and his turn to pay next time we get into Barrow football. Now, something I didn't know until today. Our goalkeeper at Barrow, you know, I mean, he was forced into the position, but I think he did really, really well. Well, apparently, he's a very, very good bowler as well. In fact, the fastest in the area. And he's playing for Furness or Barrow, I'm not really too sure. So I'm going to go up there and see just how fast he is. His dad was a good all-rounder. You know who his sister is? You know? Stanway, I mean, that's Stanner as we called him. She played for Man City and then England and Georgia, wasn't it, George? And when you meet her, she's actually very small. She doesn't look that small on the pitch. Right, apparently there is this thing going around called Only Fools and Horses, and they're in Blackpool a bit, and they're going, and the people that have been to see it, they said it's with different actors and whatever, obviously. They said it's absolutely fantastic. You can't tell the difference. And all I can say is, look after your broom. Yeah, apparently they finish off with Del Boy falling through the bar, you know, play it cool, just play it cool. Now you're cramping me style, mate, you're cramping me style when he gets it. Only Fools and Horses, bloody hell. I had a girlfriend, I think I've said this before, in Germany, and she didn't laugh at only fools and horses. Goodbye. Yeah, these people that marry foreigners, and there's nothing the matter with it, and some of these girls are gorgeous and whatever, but the British way is unbelievable. Down to see Des today, and Des Johnson, I mean, a legend in his own lunchtime. Good lad. Look, as I'd say, look, thanks to all the well wishers when I'm going around, and I will have a selfie done with anybody they want. I don't consider myself that important. For that, I've told before, the only reason I did this was to make you aware what was happening to me and how I've been persecuted. Well, I think there's something else coming up now, which just could turn that on its head. If not, I will stand up and be counted, and I fight on. Look, I'm on Facebook, and people contact me, and I'm not on Facebook for that. I went on Facebook for something entirely different, and I only have a few friends, and if I don't come back to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you or anything like that, and that's it. Look, if anybody wants to, Jimmy Armour, what happened to you? Anybody wants to make any comments about anything, as long as it's not really derogatory, because I rise to the occasion, I'll get back to you and I'll give you some answers. And that's what this is about. I don't make any money on it or anything like that. It's not fame of. I don't need no money, fortune or fame. I've got all the riches, baby, one man can claim. Anyway, that's enough of that. Don't give up your day job. So, I've got to go because, as you all know, if I don't go, I can't come back. And once again, the pleasure's been all mine. Bye. See you soon.